We got that Papa Pank. We got that Papa Pank. We got that Papa Pank. We got that Papa Pank.
Here we are.
What if these were somebody else's arms? I just hired two people to hold their hands here.
Here we are. Welcome. We're just going to get right into that sweet music. Here we go. Greetings. And thank you for joining us here on Poppa Pank. I am Jaylene Clark Owens. This is
Justin Payne.
And we are so very happy to have you here. Poppa Pank is a show that we started. Oh, no, let me talk about the tunes you're listening to. You're listening to the tunes of El Dudes with their song Terrapon from the An Octoroon soundtrack. An Octoroon is a play by Brandon Jacobs Jenkins, and doing that play is where Justin and I met back in 2016. And since then, our shenanigans have been going on and on and on, and we've decided to share those shenanigans with you. So sit back, relax, and enjoy Poppa Pank.
Yeah, good one. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. I need to get that advice. I am echoing on your end again, but maybe it'll go away. I don't know.
For our million viewers who are out there, are we echoing? Let us know in the comments, please.
I mean, I know we're echoing in your heart, like our love and our joy, echoing in the millions. Hey, Jaylene.
Hey, Justin.
I want to do some thanks.
Do some thanks.
We'd like to thank Poppa Pank. Thanks.
I thought we were making it a song.
I know, I tried. No, we want to thank our followers. I'm so tired right now.
Hey, you are energetic. You are present. You are here.
We're in the middle of the show. Get it together.
Exactly.
You wouldn't do this on Broadway.
Exactly.
That's why I'm not on Broadway. Nobody's surprised. Nobody's on Broadway right now. We want to thank our followers, our Pank Papas, any of you folks who have traveled with us from our Poppa Pank to our Poppa Pank page from the Theater Horizon one. Thank you so much for continuing the journey with us. We want to thank and shout out Stephanie Raquel with Anonymous Nails.
Woo!
I love these ones.
Yeah, you've seen these before. I gotta get some new nails.
Yeah, when are you gonna get a new order?
I know, I gotta put in a new order, but I just love these so much.
They are good, but I'm sure there's a lot more in that same palette.
I mean, she'll make whatever you request.
Yeah.
Anonymous nails. These are custom.
We also wanna thank a lot of other folks out there, but I also want to know, Jaylene, what shirt are you wearing? What shirt are you wearing?
This is my shirt that says tank top, which is ironic because it's actually not a tank top, but it is from Tank and the Bangers.
Yes.
Tank and the Bangers is a band, their musical group from New Orleans. I just adore them. So yeah, check them out. But yeah, that's why this is my tank top.
I want to plug, I know we don't have a banner for it, but I do want to plug the Il Dutes and The Mess, their new album.
Yes, friends of the podcast.
I've been listening to it nonstop. It is some good dance bops on there. I was just like, you put it on and then you're dancing and then you listen to the lyrics and then you're like, oh, this is dark. It's good. Anthony is so good, and we had him on the show, and he's just like, I'm in awe of Anthony Martinez Briggs. Everybody,
yes, Anthony Martinez Briggs. Pew pew pew.
Pew pew pew. We want to thank everybody that's tuning in right now.
Hey,
hi. We have 15 million people watching right now.
Yeah.
We are both Philadelphia-based actors, writers, teachers, artists, and friends, and we welcome you to our show.
Oh, we did the same thing. That wasn't planned. Look at us. Look at us.
Hopefully people in this episode will see a little bit more choreography from the two of us.
Oh no, they won't. So I was gonna play a video for y'all. We'll get to what the video was about in just a bit, but I had such technical difficulty issues before I came in here, guys. I thought the episode was about to be canceled, like canceled for real, because my computer was not recognizing my camera or anything, and it was no good. We were gonna try to go live on here and and Instagram.
The older days. No.
Mm-mm.
I feel like everybody out there probably has a story of technology failing them during the pandemic when they most needed it. I remember I remember that happening in one of our episodes when we had guests on, and I was just freaking out. I've had it happen in like the middle of like a really important Zoom call, and everything's humming along, and then they're like, "Justin, what do you think?" And then I start, and I'm just like,
and but I'm really happy at how I handled the situation. I'm a big advocate of going to therapy, and I'm in therapy to help deal with moments where I feel anxious, and I did not freak out. I felt the anxiousness rising, but I said, you know what? Just take it step by step, and day by day.
That's the only lyrics I know. Are you quoting?
I don't know the next lyrics.
Okay, yeah. Step by step, day by day, something. I don't know. If anybody out there knows the lyrics to what we're attempting, go ahead and type it.
Go ahead and type it in the comments.
It's just nice to hang out with. This podcast is basically us hanging out with just some people sometimes watching us.
I mean, when else do we get to hang out with 15 million people at one time? It's like we're really blessed. Anyway, what's this episode about?
You tell me.
I'll tell you what it's about. It's hot. It's hot in here, it's hot outside, and we just we want to chill out, ramp down in today's summer episode. We are on our summer break still, okay? Oh, we got lyrics to the next part of the song.
Really?
Step by step, day by day. People.
Wait, post it.
People we know will struggle each
day. Tracy, I love the question marks. People we know will struggle each day.
But struggle each day.
Struggle each day. Oh, I love that dance. That's a new TikTok dance, right?
The struggle, yeah.
Gotta struggle. I feel like the struggle is like whack-a-mole.
Yep. So thank you for teaching us about that new dance, Tracy. Thank you so much. So yes, in this crazy episode, this is our 15th episode. It's amazing that we are 15 years old in terms of episodes now, and we just thank y'all for watching us. We started this in the beginning of the pandemic in March, and our first episode ever was April 1st, April Fool's Day, because we are two fools.
Yeah.
And here we are.
I know, we've come so far, and we've had so many guests on the show.
Yes.
Charles Barkley and Beyonce and my cousin Bruno Mars.
Yep.
We didn't have those celebrities, but we did have celebrities on our show. We had Daveed Diggs and Robin Hood, Miriam Hyman, Anthony Martinez-Briggs, who just keeps coming up in conversation. We had James Imes, our friends Tasha and Akeem. We had so many people on the show.
Yanni, Heaven. We had everybody. And there's still more guests to come. Don't think just because we're on our summer break that we're not going to have guests. So we'll update you.
So excited. Jaylene, and we'll talk about this later, but Jaylene and I had our planning session, and we planned some other guests joining, and you do not want to miss them. But today, we are going to check in with each other. We're going to discuss our hot topic, and we're going to get to know me a little more. My interview this time.
I'm interviewing him this time because last week, remember, he interviewed me about my poetry. That rhymes also.
Remember? Super fan.
Listen, I'm just happy we made it in the episode. It was very stressful. And now that I've stressed out, I think it's about that time. So here we go. Are you ready, Justin?
Uh-huh.
All right. Get your glass so we can clank.
It's time for that. Papa drank.
Papa drank.
Papa drank.
Papa drank.
Papa drank.
And cheers.
Cheers.
And cheers. Arriba, abajo, al centro, pa dentro.
Mabuhay.
Mabuhay. What are you drinking today, Justin?
Well, I really wanted to stay with the summer theme. And for some reason, tequila is like a summer drink to me. So this is a tequila and tonic, actually.
TT, a little TT.
She's visiting us today. She loves being on the show. And I did a heavy pour. This is like, I think 3 shots of tequila. It was one of those bottles. You know how tequila bottles are like shaped like that?
Uh-huh.
When you pour it, you're like, that's not a lot. And then you're like, oh, that's a lot.
Well,
so we'll see how this interview goes. You can tell when my eyes start to get bloodshot, which they are just a little bit.
Oh my goodness, Justin. Well, you need to have some water next to you.
I got this.
Well, I'm drinking some liquid popsicle. That definitely seems like a summer.
Not sound appealing at all. And that label looks like it was printed off of like a template for a Word document.
Excuse me, don't talk about my wine. Thank you, Liquid Popsicle, for sponsoring this.
Thank you, Liquid Popsicle. Thousands of dollars they've given us.
It is a sweet wet wine. Yep.
Wet wine. Wet wine.
It is a sweet red wine, and I like sweet red wine. So here we are. Cheers.
Okay, cheers. Tell us out there if you're drinking something tonight with us. Type it in the comments. If you're just drinking water or milk, that's okay too. Beware tequila, JJ. I know PJ.
So yes, tell us what your Papa drink is. But in the meantime, since we're talking about how we're so hot and whatnot, let's get to our hot topic. So for today's hot topic, and I told y'all I had mosquitoes bit me up, y'all. Like
inside your house? They are in the house?
I don't know. I got them all of a sudden yesterday. I was outside. I went out for a little bit. I don't know where. Maybe it was. Anyway, we're jumping ahead.
Draw a line.
Oh, we're not. I'm so excited.
It's okay. We can go here and then go back. Oh
no. Here we are, Tickled Pank. I was too tickled.
I'm tickled Pank by the last 13 minutes because I just feel like I'm so hot right now. It's hot in my basement. I have a fan blowing, but I'm just still hot, and I have no idea what's going on.
You're so hot. I'm so frazzled from the technical difficulties. We're on a roll. We're on a roll.
I mean, this is on par with when you turn 15, because this is episode 15. I remember being 15 years old and just being like, I don't know what's going on. Somebody just, I need a car. I need to learn how to drive.
Ooh, I didn't learn how to drive till after college. New York City girl. Anyway. So what has us tickled, Pank? Thank you to all our folks who are joining in.
Hi, all the friends. If there's something out there that's having you tickled, Pank, tonight, tell us. White wine is fine. We know where the poet comes. The OG poet. That is the OG poet.
Hey, Dad, that's his Papa drink.
If there's something out there that's tickling you, Pank, type it in. But in the meantime, Jaylene, what has you tickled, Pank?
So this is what I was talking about earlier. What has me tickled, Pank, is I saw this guy for the first time since before the quarantine. We did a little outdoor picnic business meeting to discuss, our upcoming episodes. And it was just good to see Justin. I have a picture. I told you I've been having technical difficulties, but I'm going to still try.
You are going to try?
I'm going to try. I'm not going to play the video. I'm just going to.
While you're looking for that. So we saw each other. We were like, we're going to meet at the ShopRite, get lunch, and then go to the park. And I go to the ShopRite, and we don't meet up. I probably walked by her. Oh, there's our picture.
There we are.
Socially distant.
There we are.
Hot. So sweaty. And everybody, what we saw, what was alarming at that hangout, was all the spotted lanternflies. There are so many spotted lanternflies out there right now. And I know it sounds weird, but you're supposed to kill them if you see them. I've never in my life been told kill a thing when you see it. But last year, it was instilled in all of Philadelphia. Now I have this thing in my throat.
Your body is having technical difficulties.
Yeah, and then just spotted lanternflies fly out.
Oh my gosh, we are just on a roll today. Anyway,
I'm gonna ride this wave.
Here we go. So I enjoyed seeing Justin. I also really enjoyed what else have I been? Oh, this has me tickled pank. These little vegan cauliflower crackers. They're vegan and they're gluten free and you can eat 44 of them and they only have 100 calories. Like, these are good. These are good.
Sure. Do they taste like cauliflower, or do they?
No, they taste like little crackers.
They look like they want to be Cheez-Its.
Almost, yeah. They're like a healthier Cheez-Its. I'm also really tickled pank because I got a mic.
I did notice the sound quality's different.
I got a mic.
Can you send me the link for that? Because I kind of want. Do you find like it's making everything nothing like ShopRite lunch? Save the juke for me. What did I have at ShopRite? Oh, I ended up walking. I just wanted food, and so I got tuna salad on these rolls. And Jaylene, for the longest time, thought I was just eating bread.
It looked like he was just eating Hawaiian rolls, which I mean I've done.
And I'm Hawaiian, so
right. We'll talk about that a little later. So that has me tickled pank. What has you tickled pank, Justin?
I on Saturday did comedy sports with Ross Beschler and Brianna Gauss, and it was a blast. Right here in my basement.
It was so good.
2 shows, and we won both shows. So it's like competition style comedy improv, and it was really, really pleasantly surprising. I was dreading it actually going up to it. I was like, "What is this? I don't know if it's gonna work. I'm gonna be really bad." And then we did it, and it was really fun. And it just made me miss live performance so much. So was our show. It's like I can be performing in the same time as other people watching.
So I feel like this picture really just signifies 2020.
That's 2020. This is the hand of all the stuff, and this is the other hand going, well, screw it. I'm here.
And on Justin's face, it's like he's trying to smile, but there's just some inner turmoil.
Yeah, I feel like I'm seeing the future there. That was a character I made called Yuki, and she's a social media sensation.
It was really funny, y'all. It was very funny.
I was so happy you came to both shows. Jaylene came to both shows. What friends of yours go to both shows? Go to the matinee and the evening show?
Your friends were in quarantine. Guys, we are extra silly today.
That's support. Coming to my shows, that's support. I also went kayaking with Adam Woods.
Nope, he's still going.
I love the role of this episode. I feel like The mood I'm in right now is the mood that 2020 has me in. It's just like you're just like getting jostled around, and you're just like, okay, at this point, whatever. Here we are.
It is what it is.
Be sick no more. No, I'm not. I went kayaking with Adam, and we got this blow up kayak, which I was telling Jaylene about. I love it. It's basically like a big pool toy, but it's really goes really fast. But then like you're really susceptible to wind and waves and things like that. But anyway, that's we can go on to hot topic. We can hot topic.
Hot topic.
You've got spotted lanternflies now.
Y'all, I don't know what's happening today. It's just the technical difficulties in the beginning just frazzled us both, even though Justin wasn't experiencing them. And I'm sweating.
I was experiencing them via text. There's like certain texts that I get from you, Jaylene, where I'm like, uh-oh, she's in it now.
She's in it now. Anyway, so for today's hot topic, we wanted to, well, really I wanted, because Justin hasn't even seen this yet. I wanted to show you a video about this mysterious traveler named Cleo that I thought was really, really interesting. So bear with me.
I have no idea what this could mean. Some of you out there probably have already seen this video. This is going to be brand new to me. A mysterious traveler named Cleo. I'm thinking it could either be like some kind of like performance artist that has done a thing. I'm thinking it could be.
Okay, don't think anymore. I'm going to do it now. Let's hope it works.
Oh, it got. Yeah.
Where'd that dog come from? 4-year-old yellow lab Cleo feels right at home on the front porch. She wouldn't let us quite come near. Only thing, it's not her front porch anymore, and hasn't been for nearly 2 years. November 2018, we moved in. Colton had Cleo microchip checked, and to his surprise, he said, "Well, that's the people that used to live here." Turns out the owners had posted a Facebook page a week earlier about the missing dog. They couldn't believe it when Colton called and said, "Cleo, walk home."
It's the most bizarre story, really. She's everything to us and my mother.
It's 57 miles door to door from Olathe to Lawson, and neither family knows exactly how Cleo made the trip. That's a hike. I mean, for anybody. Colton says they weren't surprised that Cleo was scared. Finds her way home, and there's some strangers living in it. That'd be scary for anybody.
It just feels really good to feel reunited with her.
Now that we know who she belongs to, if she pops up again, we know who to call. Both say they may never know anything about her journey. It's a mystery. Someone will probably never know. In Lawson, Missouri, Alan Schill, KMBC 9 News.
Demon dog. That's a demon dog. There's a demon inside that dog. That we all need to get out of Missouri, and we need to get as far away from Missouri because there's a demon. That is a demon.
Yo, that is just a smart dog. Listen, Cleo said, "I don't know what y'all are doing here in Kansas, okay? But wait, Cleo traveled from Missouri to Kansas. So yes, Cleo was like, I don't know why I'm in Missouri. I live in Kansas." Cleo said, it's been 2 years. I've been waiting for y'all to take me back to my house. And I don't understand why I'm not in my house. Like, this is not the porch. Like, y'all don't even have a good porch. Like, I know my porch. I'm going back home. Like, Cleo, I am a big Cleo fan now. I am a big Cleo fan.
This is 52 miles.
57 miles.
But I just can't. What?
Mind you, when I read the article, it said that they don't know like how Cleo came to be there because to get from one house to the other, you have to cross the Mississippi River. So I'm like, yo,
no.
How did Cleo get to this house?
This has to be fake news. And they know it's Cleo because she was chipped.
Mm-hmm.
And they posted missing dog.
Mm-hmm. Cleo was missing for a week.
I think
Cleo showed up on the porch like, who are y'all though? Cleo wasn't letting them near the door of their house. Cleo said, I don't know who y'all are. This is my house. I'm Cleo's biggest fan.
I love that story, and I'm skeptical of the story. I'm in awe of the story. I still think that's a demon manifest as an animal. And then my brain starts going like the million like other justifiable ways like that could have happened. Like maybe she was picked up on the side of the road by somebody who had her scanned, and then like I don't know. I don't know
how Cleo got there. For those who may have just tuned in, I just showed a video of a dog named Cleo who had the dog and the dog's family had moved and was living.
Put that back. I'm sitting here thinking y'all are talking about Cleo from Set It Off. I was actually talking about Miss Cleo.
Also
made me have a demon inside her.
We were talking about Cleo the dog who traveled 57 miles to go back to her home that she lived in 2 years ago. I don't know how this dog did that, but I just applaud Cleo, and I am a big fan now. You have a dog, Justin. Is Stella chipped?
She is chipped. She was inserted in her butt, and then I got the same chip in my butt. We got matching chips and dip.
Doritos or Lay's?
Lay's, but then we go and dip in the pool, so it's chips and dip. That's my autobiography, Chips and Dip, the
Chips and Dip
story.
Mine is anxiety loading, as I mentioned earlier today.
Jaylene just sent me one text that said anxiety loading ... I'm about
because when I saw that my computer setup was not working, I started to freak out, but I didn't. So I'm happy about that.
Someday when we're really famous, we'll just publish our text thread, because I think if people like our show and podcast, they're going to get a hoot out of our text thread. A hoot. Memes and all, GIFs, whatever, GIFs. I don't know how you pronounce it.
Either one. We're flexible. Well, I don't have any segues today because my brain is just, So we're just going to go ahead on to our next segment. Let me clear my throat. Don't want any spotted lanterns. Okay. Getting frank with Papa Pank.
Yeah.
This is the segment where we get frank about something. And today, I'm going to get frank with my co-host, Justin Jane. Look at him over there. There he is. So I'm going to read Justin's little bio. Side note, I asked Justin for a short bio. And this fool.
Look how short that is. That is a short bio. I sent you a short bio. I changed it.
No. It was not short. It was long. So he had to edit it. So here it is. Justin Jane is an actor, dancer, teacher, director, deviser, and Hot House Company member at the Wilma. Recent stage credits include work with 1812 Productions, Interact, People's Light, and with his Barrymore-nominated alt comedy theater company, The Berserker Residents. In 2019, he won the Barrymore for Outstanding Leading Performance in a Play for his work on The Great Leap with Interact. Justin Jane, everybody. Justin Jane.
Thank you.
So, one thing that I was curious about, Justin is Filipino, right? Mm-hmm. So I wanted to know a bit about his experiences growing up. I don't know much about the Filipino culture, so I wanted to get educated or what may have you. So I've got some questions for him.
All right.
I'm gonna ask
you about this. So yeah, we always have a guest on our show, and we interview them. But last time I interviewed Jaylene, and so this time she's going to interview me. I don't know these questions, so I'm very excited. Remember too, we are not a monolith. People, my experience is not all Filipino people, but my brother's watching.
Look at that.
Look at that. So maybe my brother can chime in if I'm getting anything wrong. That's Dexter Jane, everybody.
Hi, Dexter Jane. Ooh, Dr. Jane.
Dr. Jane, he was at Comedy Sports on Saturday too. Look at that. Well, maybe my brother can help fill in some of the blanks of the things
Great.
that you might be asking,
Okay.
because he's also there with me.
Okay. So I would like to know,
Yes.
what is your family history story? Like, are both of your parents from the Philippines? Now, some of these questions I do know the answer to. Don't think I don't know my friend at all, but we're all learning together. So, are both of your parents from the Philippines? Did they grow up here and then come here? Where were you born? Share all those types of
Yes. So my parents immigrated to the United States. Well, immigrated to North America in the 70s. They are both from the Philippines. My mom is from Manila, a big city girl. Think like, it's kind of like if you just smushed a lot of different. I mean, with your mother too. Hi, Mom. Well, maybe my mom can talk about.
Hi, Mom.
Really nervous. I didn't know, Mom and brother, that we were going to be. Well, I did know, but now we're going into like a deep dive into our family history, and I'm going to butcher it. This is like telephone game. What do you remember of your family that you told for 30 plus years? Well, my mom is from Manila. My dad is from Davao, the country. City mouse, country mouse. Immigrated to Canada first. That's where they had my brother, Dex. So then my brother's a Canadian and American citizen, and then went to Florida and had me. That's the like general story, because now I'm like nervous. I'm going to get the details wrong now that Mom is watching.
It's all chill. It's all chill.
If you have anything you want to add to the story that's like vital, then you just ask Dexter to type it in.
Exactly. Okay, so growing up, what were some of the things that were a part of your daily life that you believe are very specific to living in a Filipino household?
Ooh, good question. So I think religion is very important to us. So we would go to church every week. I went to Catholic school from K through 12th grade, and like holidays were a major deal. I love midnight mass, and we still go to it, or like some vigil version of it now. It was always tricky after people had kids to like, how can we go to midnight mass still? But those are all very indicative. But I loved growing up with these big Filipino parties that would happen all the time. It was just like all the families, all the doctors, all the relatives, everybody would just have a big old party. And it felt like it happened every weekend, Mom. And it would like travel from house to house, and it would be a big potluck. The kids would be thrown into another room with like TV and board games and whatever host family's kid was doing. And then all the adults would be in the other room gambling, playing Mahjong. Now, for anybody out there that doesn't know, Mahjong is a game with tiles. It is not the game that's on your computer that's like solitaire. It's kind of like poker or rummy, but it's made with these like little ivory tiles, and they have like different suits on them and everything. And I have a love for that game. And I can't believe I haven't taught this to you yet.
I know. We will make that an episode.
Do you play card games? Do you like card games?
Yeah, I like games. Just don't play any games with my heart or my money. Okay, so the next question. Are your parents bilingual? What language was spoken in your home? Can you teach us a word or two?
Tagalog is the language, is the dialect my parents speak, and English. And I don't speak Tagalog. I can understand it, and I was studying it for a long time, trying to speak it better. But there's a language called Taglish, which is actually like Spanglish. Like it's half Tagalog, half English. Like you'll say a sentence and just give like key words that are English. And then your brain sort of like puts together the Tagalog words and the English words, and you like fuse them together. I'm actually curious what the history of Taglish is, and I'm sure it has to do with like American occupation of the Philippines, because occupied everybody. But so I was trying to say mabuhay with our drinks earlier.
Mabuhay.
Mabuhay. It's kind of like to life, or like lakayam, that kind of thing.
Gotcha.
And it's like a celebratory word. Did I get that right, Mom? Dex? Somebody, one of them type in. Have they typed in anything? We are bilingual, not bipolar. What? Okay, that's definitely not my brother. That was my parents that wrote that.
Okay, I gotta.
We're watching right now. That's really exciting.
What'd you say?
Both of our parents are watching right now.
I know. Hello, all of our parents watching. I got a bonus question here from one of our Pank Papas,
Yes.
Sayo.
Sayo, I feel seen. This is my first time on our show. I felt seen. Does your family like karaoke? My bestie is Filipino, and it's one of her family's favorite go-to things. Yes, my family loves karaoke to the point where these parties that I was talking about growing up, there would be karaoke machines. My mom has a karaoke machine. I remember she was so excited when she got it. But I feel like the last couple times I visited Mom, we didn't bust it out. It's like, it's all built into the microphone. Like somehow it's like you just plug it into the microphone and it zaps it to the TV. It's pretty fancy.
Yes, I love it.
I personally am terrified of karaoke. It's like one of the things that gives me the most stage fright, and I have to be in like the perfect setting to feel comfortable because it feels too similar to acting. It feels like I'm on a stage. I like have my brain has trouble dividing that this is for
I love it.
not for work.
I love karaoke. We'll have to also shoot an episode where karaoke in 2025.
At Tasha's wedding. Oh, are they going to have karaoke at their wedding?
Well, we'll see. We'll see. Actually, your brother just asked a question that is actually my next question.
What?
So my question is, tell us about your favorite Filipino dishes and also when you will be making them for me. And your brother just asked, what is your favorite Filipino food? So we are on the same page.
I feel like that was my mom asking that. And it's just like, of course it's adobo. Like the thing I always wanted, now I want for my birthday or any holidays is just like straight up adobo because it's really, I think, hard to make. Every time I've made it, it's like and it's a super simple recipe. It's like whatever protein you want, typically chicken or pork, and then soy sauce, vinegar, bay leaves, pepper. Like
bay leaves.
Bay leaves.
Pumpkin spice bay leaves.
Pumpkin bay leaves, and just a whole bottle of bay leaves. Don't even open the bottle. Just put it in, and the glass dissolves, and it makes a delicious Filipino dish. The vinegar dissolves the glass.
I kid. Bay leaves. Mm-hmm. Yes.
So simple, right? Those are like, and it's just equal parts, and it is so hard for me to get the balance and like how to stew it long enough. But it is, I like when my mom makes it old school, but she doesn't like to make it the old way anymore. She always wants to fancy it up or add this or add that. Sorry, Mom. That was, I know. She knows. But I do love my mom. I love my mom's adobo. Lumpia is, yes, Sarah, it's just like little spring roll type things, but packed with meat and so delicious. I love my mom's pancit. It's basically a noodle dish with vegetables. And it also depends on what region of the Philippines you're getting your pancit from, but that's a really light, like summery, good dish.
How do you spell that?
Pancit.
Pancit.
Yeah, pancit.
Well, I want all of these dishes made for me. Thank you very much. For our next outdoor food meeting, we need.
Wait, didn't you? You were at my birthday when I had a whole Filipino feast.
That was very, very good.
You ate all of those things. You ate adobo. You ate lumpia.
I didn't know I ate adobo.
I'm pretty sure you had adobo. I'm pretty positive.
Well, whatever I was eating was good.
Yes.
And the little shrimp chips, which I would love some of.
So the shrimp chips are just from the Asian grocery. Like, everybody on here just needs to take a trip to the Asian grocery, put your mask on, and just go to the chips aisle and grab anything that you see. Because I love all Asian grocery store snacks.
I love it.
They're all like puffed and riced and weird textured, but then you're just like, ooh, that's nice.
But it's good. It is so good. I feel like we should do, now I know a mukbang is not Filipino. It originated in South Korea, but I feel like imagine us doing a mukbang with a whole bunch of Filipino food. And if you're not familiar, a mukbang is when it's just a bunch of food, and folks on YouTube, they get all this food and they just eat it and they talk. Some of them are not even talking, they're just eating because it's like one of those ASMR things where people are just listening to the sounds of people eating. We're not gonna do that one, but I think we should get like a Filipino feast mukbang going.
That's maybe mom can type in what the name for that is. I don't know the word. It's the same thing. You put out like Perla does it here in South Philly, where they put out like just huge banana leaves, and they just like throw rice all up and down the table. They throw all sorts of seafood and meat. It's just basically like a good old Southern like crawfish like feast.
Yes, I asked you about that not too long ago.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I was saying I want that. Jane family, if you can help us out, what is that called? Because I saw a picture of it. It literally looked like a sea of rice, and then there were like all these different meats and things inside of it. Oh, wait.
I don't remember that going up. Comida, thank you, Adam. That's a comida, like family style. But
there we go.
I never really had that like growing up. We used to have like pig roasts and feasts like that. There'd be a pig or a goat like just dead in the backyard being barbecued.
Oh, okay.
But nothing where it was just like eat with your hands. Here's just food on the table. We call it boodles. Eat with your hands. Oh, I just said that. Eat with your hands. Yeah.
Y'all are all on the same page. Okay, this is my last question. So, what has your experience been like as an Asian American actor, both as an Asian American actor and then specifically as a Filipino American actor? Like, have you ever played a Filipino character?
Good question. What has my experience not been like as an Asian American is the question. I feel like, so Philly is a great theater community. I love my theater community. I've been here since 2000 for 20 years. This is my 20th anniversary in Philadelphia. I know I'm a lot older than I look. 67. This is what 67 looks like.
Yep.
Asian don't raisin. Have you heard that before?
No. So black don't crack and Asian don't raisin? Never heard that. That's amazing.
Well, here we are. That should be our next t-shirt. Maybe Adam can print us some shirts for our millions of viewers out there.
Yep.
But, you know, when I came here, there was no Asian or Asian American actors on our stages. There may have been. Okay, there may have been. I just wasn't aware of them. And so I was like, oh, when I was in college, I quickly realized that there weren't many roles for me besides Miss Saigon and like Flower Drum Song. Mom says Filipino characters are typecast as gangsters. That's true. There's like this quality. Like we could do a deep dive into Asian American history right now, but like Filipinos within Asian culture, I think like the colorism within Asian culture is really tricky, but like, you know, we're darker skinned Asian people and that comes with like a whole bunch of weird stereotypes within our culture. So hence like playing gangsters or like villains or all of these other kinds of characters. Luckily, I don't play those on American stages yet, but I feel like there wasn't many opportunities for me coming out of college. I was like, I have to make my own opportunities. So that's how like I started really becoming like a deviser and making my own company. I had one with my college friends, and then I had the Berserker Resonance, just to be like, hey world, I don't want to be telling those stories. I want to be like some Vietnamese person running from an American, like shooting at me, or being like, I want to be the king, like kinds of things. Or, you know, there's a lot of like white savior narratives that had been like really lauded as like good American theater. There's strong moments in them for sure, but I think like things are changing now. And so luckily in the last, like I'd say 10 years or so, I've been able to play Asian and Asian American characters written by new playwrights that are really trying to empower voices like ours and like recenter the stories to be about us and to make us not stereotypes, I guess, to show the complexity of the Asian diaspora. And I love that. Now, as far as like Filipino characters or Filipino American characters, I played one. I played one explicit one in Edith Can Shoot Things and Hit Them by A. Ray Pamatmat. And they were specifically Filipino. A lot of
Where was that?
That was done with Nice People Theater Company. It existed just for that play. And Bijan, No, and I were the brother and sister.
Hey.
Sick was like my love interest, and it was just the three of us. And I loved that play so much. But we need more Filipino plays and playwrights out there. I mean, truth be told, all my characters are Filipino.
Well, because you're playing them.
Yeah, I'm playing them. Even though I might say I'm Chinese, I'm Filipino.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, Justin Jane, everybody. Justin Jane, everybody.
Those were good questions. That was really fun, and it's really exciting that my mom and brother are watching.
I know, that's such great timing. Like,
do they have anything to add? This is episode 15. This might be their first episode. If there's anything to add, type it in the comments, and we'll get to it. But let's move on to our next segment because we only have like 13 minutes.
Okay, so for our next segment, we are going on to Pank Games, where we play games. And so today's game, I'm very excited about. It is actually a newer game.
Wait, I just dropped it all. We're back at the battle.
It is called Culture Tags, and this was created by a Black woman, Eunice Jones Gibson. Okay, and it came out this year, and I'm really excited about it. I've played it a few times, and it's really fun. So the official description of it is, it's a spirited game that will test just how well you know the culture. The game is simple. Grab a card, show your team the culture tag, which is an acronym, and give hints to help them guess the phrase without saying what it is. So that's basically the premise. So there's different categories. Like the categories they have daily sayings, songs and lyrics, family and friends, Black Twitter, TV and film. That might be all the categories. There may be one more, but we're going to play it here. I'm going to play it with Justin and see if he can get these. I'm also going to put up, let's see, maybe 4 for the audience to guess in the comments. So Get ready. And we know that there's a delay, so we'll have to wait a second. But okay.
So wait, Justin, before we start, I am terrible at all things pop culture.
Side note, this is Culture Tags, and it's really centered on Black culture. So
I don't know pop culture nor Black culture. I don't even know Filipino culture. I don't know what culture is. Can somebody write the definition of what culture is?
I think you'll be able to. We're gonna see. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. I find like this game is kind of like Taboo. If you think about it like Taboo, it can help you. Now, normally you have, I think, about 90 seconds. There's a 90-second timer.
Everybody's going to watch me just embarrass myself. I'm ready.
Okay. You ready?
Yes.
Okay. Here we go. The category is TV and film. So, what city do we live in?
Wait, Philadelphia?
Yes. So, Fresh Prince.
I watched Philadelphia back all night.
Fresh Prince. The theme song, the first words of the theme song. Justin.
I sang those words on an episode. Born and raised.
Thank you. Here we go. Okay.
That was stressful. See, when you're under stress, your brain just doesn't work. Okay.
Here we go.
Not all caps.
Let me give you the clue. Okay. This is the category is Black Twitter. This is something you do when you claim you're going to watch movies, but you actually wind up doing something else. So the first word is the opposite of Hulu is
Netflix and chill.
There you go. There you go. Okay. This is family and friends. So you might say this when somebody, let's say you were supposed to be somewhere and you were supposed to do something and you didn't do it. So you might scratch your head and say,
who has have when?
No. Like you might be like, so yeah, I know I said I was gonna do that, but yes. Yes. Okay. Let's see if you get this. Now, this is very churchy, but this is songs and lyrics, but it's very churchy. A lot of Black folks say this, sing this song around Christmas time. So
Jesus is the reason for the season.
There you go. Okay, last one. I don't know if you're gonna get this one, Justin, but we're gonna try. Okay, this is Daily Sayings. I don't know why I picked this one. Okay, we're gonna try. Oh, okay. Say somebody was like said to me, "Oh, I need you to come to this party and dance a lot." I might say, how I'm gonna say this? Okay, okay. Better clues, Jaylene. Better clues.
Is the
we're
first
on a delay, so maybe someone in the comments might be able to help you with this one. But
are you saying is the first one you or y'all or you?
Yes.
Or you about?
No.
You are.
The second word is like a colloquialism, I guess, for not like or is it
you ain't?
Yes.
You ain't. And they've just asked me to dance on the dance floor.
It's like you say this. Oh no, my charger's in. And you say this when like, oh, I'm not doing good at my clues here.
You say this
when you're doing something, and it's almost the sentiment of you ain't got to tell me twice. I could do that. Okay, yes. Okay. Sayo's gonna help you. Do you got it?
What is it, Sayo?
Sayo's gonna help us.
You ain't said nothing but a word.
Yeah. Thank you, Sayo. I was struggling on the clues. Okay, so that's culture tags. It is quite fun. Let me see. Let me go back.
Did you put some in the for the audience?
Classic Martin quote. What was that for, Akeem? Which one was the classic? Oh, probably you ain't said nothing but a word. Or what had happened was the listen. Akeem Davis is excellent at this game.
Oh,
I add.
Would you play this with James yet? I feel like James would kill it.
No, I have not played this with James. I feel like James would be good at this as well.
That is fun. That's
okay. So now I'm gonna give some to the audience.
Oh, okay.
All right. So while I'm doing that, Justin, I want you. So part of the game is that they give you like 5 blank cards and a little dry erase, and you can make ones for yourself. So Justin, I have one for you. I'm not gonna do it yet. I want you to make one for me. But in the meantime, we're gonna play with our audience. So we know it's a delay, so we'll have to wait a second. Okay, yes, Akeem, it was for the what had happened was. That is very Martin. Okay,
I have 3 for you, but okay, I made 3 for you, but
you made 3 for me. Oh my gosh. Okay,
type in.
All right, folks out there. The category is family and friends. Justin, don't guess. Okay, so black parents often say this to their kids. If they're going to like Macy's or like a department store and they want to emphasize to the child, I won't be purchasing anything for you. They would say this phrase. Okay, so again, we on a delay, so I gotta wait. I'm gonna just keep giving some clues.
Yeah, keep giving clues.
So, yeah, you're in a department, in some type of Macy's or shopping place. Okay, we got the last. Wait.
Davis.
Oh yeah.
Davis.
Yes. When we get in this store, don't touch nothing. Absolutely. Cheyenne Sapp, I need you to get out of the comments. Cheyenne Sapp, I need you to get out of the comments. Okay. So here we go. This one is Black Twitter. So this was a very popular Keke Palmer meme. This is the thing she said. I think she was talking about Dick Cheney. I feel like they're gonna get it soon as the delay catches up and they see it. But Keke Palmer was looking at some photos and she didn't know who the person on the photo was, and so she said this phrase.
Akeem again.
Akeem is quick with it.
He is on it. I want you to stump Akeem.
Okay, other people got it too. Akeem was just quick with the fingers. Okay, basically, y'all, everybody in the comments is now playing against Akeem. So y'all
give him one more.
I got two more. Here we go. This is very churchy. This is a church one. Okay. So, you might say this, the Lord wasn't required to bless me, okay? However, the Lord blessed me. So you might say this. It's a church. The category is church. Oh my God, Akeem Davis.
Akeem
Davis, everybody.
With like the emphasis.
Akeem Davis, everybody. All right. I believe in y'all. I believe in y'all's ability to beat Akeem on this one. He's going
to.
Adam did get it, but it didn't pop up.
Too late. Akeem fast. All right.
This is let me not show it yet. This is the last one, y'all. Y'all better be ready. Get ready. Cheyenne Sapp.
I am dying.
Cheyenne Sapp.
Cheyenne is not stopping.
He's been typing that.
I know.
Since we put that card up.
And
okay. Last one. Akeem is going to get this straight away. So I need y'all to be ready.
Be ready.
Y'all ready out there? Okay.
Tasha, distract Akeem. This
is from something they said on Martin. Lord, I shouldn't have done this one. He was already talking about Martin. One of the characters, it was about his work. They would always say this to him when he would say that he worked at a particular place. They would all look at him and say these words. All right, I'm gonna wait. We got the delay. I believe in you all. Oh, there we go. Okay, Trace.
Tracy got it first, Akeem. Tracy got it first, Akeem.
And then 1/3 got it. And then here go. Akeem, you're yelling.
You're yelling. Y'all are yelling in the comments. And we can the silence is down.
We got a battle.
Yep. We should just sit back and just watch hash it out. We got like a minute left. So wait, let's go. Jaylene, I got you here. Okay. This one. This is from a musical that everybody's watching right now, and it's from Hamilton, and everybody's been saying it. It's a lyric, and
what song?
I am not gonna give you the song because it'll be too fast, or it could be you and the audience trying to play this one.
Oh shoot. Okay.
Very apropos. And
History has its eyes on you. I am not throwing away my just you way. I am not throwing away my just you way. Alexander Hamilton, just you way. I am not throwing away my shot.
oh
Thank you.
my Cheyenne, you better stop with that in West Philadelphia born right? I love that you played multiple voices. Wait. I just have two more.
Okay. They hang up with us. We good.
This is something.
This our channel now. We don't got. We can turn on when we want.
Our show. This one is something somebody in the audience might say to somebody on the stage in the middle of a show.
I don't know who they are.
Okay, good. I don't know who they are. And then this last one is, it means no worries for the rest of your days.
Hakuna Matata. Wait, Kaya wants to know what was the answer. She still hasn't watched Hamilton. Put up the Hamilton one again.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because you just started singing a song.
The answer was history has its eyes on you. Okay, Justin, I only made one for you, but I will
Made one?
I only did one for you. This is something we say literally every time we see each other.
There he goes. There he blows.
There you go.
We could make double that deck with just what we say, and it would be like boom, boom, boom. Hakuna Matata. Wait,
Okay.
I want to share the Hakuna Matata story with Sarah, because when we were doing, I forget which show we were doing, I would take my Bluetooth speaker and hide it in her dressing room, and like 15 minutes are going by, putting on makeup, and I would yo, whale watchers, and I would just blast Hakuna Matata at the top volume it could go, right when she's like putting on makeup or putting on a shirt, and I would just do it, or I'd put it right outside her door at that random.
I wish I had the video. I don't see it. I would have played it.
Hakuna Matata?
Yes, because this fool he would bust out Hakuna Matata just so much. Just so many times. It was disturbing.
Because I got that, and then Ross tried to have revenge on me for some reason. Did you hire Ross?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
He like hid his speaker up in like the drop ceiling of my dressing
room. I do remember that.
And I didn't react at all. I just went in and turned it off, took it out, and then like went about the show. And then Ross was like really upset that I did it. Like
it was. I'm gonna. Here's an example. Let's see if it plays. Here we go.
Oh.
Share screen. Application.
Oh, you're gonna show one? Oh,
I'm gonna show one. Video. Share. Can you see that?
Yes.
So here we are singing to Bruno Mars, his cousin. And I was ready to start jamming. So that's
love that face. I would get that face all the time. This kind of like that face. Oh.
All right, we're nearing the end, but I just feel like I have to do one more culture tag.
Oh, for the audience or for me?
For the audience.
All right. Get ready. We're about to go home. Everybody's about to pack up their stuff and go home.
See, I would do this one, but I feel like Akeem would know it right away. And
Akeem, you have the bag of silence. I have put the bag of silence. I
want him to guess. I want everybody to they got to step their game up then.
Okay, what is it? Let's see. Can I play?
Yeah, you can play too, but it won't be fair if you play because you have a delay. Okay.
Everybody's waiting. Everybody's waiting. In Hollywood, time is money. Time is money.
Oh, I wonder if you would get this one. Okay, no. All right, whatever. I should have did this ahead of time. You know what? I'm gonna do this one.
Okay.
Here we go. I've got two. One that I feel like Akeem's gonna get right away, and then the other one I don't know. Okay, y'all ready out there? Here we go. Words to live by. So, okay, how I'm gonna do this clue. When you want something, but then you're trying to be picky about it, and it's like, then you say this because you need something, okay? You're in great need of it, but then you want to be like, oh no, I don't want it this way. Oh no, I don't want it that way. And it's like, Justin, do you know what it is?
I don't.
We're pausing for delay. We're pausing for delay. And I have an echo.
Oh, Adam got it first.
He did.
But barely.
Barely. All right, this is the last one.
Like Tracy's choosers as
Category is songs and lyrics. All right. Oh, Cletus, get this. Okay. This is in the song. I think it's in Wipe Me Down. Yes, it is in Wipe Me Down. So if it's talking about you arrive to the party, and you are a very important person, but your vehicle, your vehicle doesn't have any the stuff you pour into it to make it go. It is empty. However, yeah. Okay, Sayo, you're getting there. You're almost there.
I think Sayo's there. I think
You're
Sayo
almost there, but not in. But look at the letter.
Something.
This is correct for the V.
Sayo.
Well, Akeem Davis, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm giving it to Sayo.
Oh no, not Akeem Davis. The typo got him. So let's go to the next person.
The typo got you. The typo got you.
VIP gas tank on E. All right, but what's the rest, Cletus? Who's gonna type it correctly? All the words. We can't see it. I don't think I can see all their words. Maybe. Can I not see the whole comment? Because Tracy only has E ...
I think that there might be more to that comment, but let's see on the technicality. Yeah.
Akeem Davis, he it was a typo, but he had it. I pull up at the club, VIP gas tank on E, but all the drinks on me, wipe me down, which is what I'm gonna do right now because I am sweating. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for rocking out with us. This has been so much fun.
It's a good episode. We had family up in here. We played games.
Yes.
We talked about all kinds of things.
Shout out to Culture Tags. You can pick it up at the website below. This is a great game. Black woman-owned company. This was great. And we about to get out of here. We have family. We have friends. I say this was a good episode. So thank you, Adam. To be honest, all friends on me sounds nice. This was great. Tracy, Sayo, Cletus, Akeem, all the folks, Adam, your family, your mom, your brother. Thank y'all. Just thank you. Thank you. Yes, go get that game.
Quite
fun. All right, so here we are. Real quick.
Real
quick.
You give it to me first, because you gotta give it to me first.
Game.
Okay. I play a game. I'm behind the cards. I try real hard, but I gotta try hards.
Yep, perfect. Great. Congrats.
That's it. All right, yours is games.
Games too?
Go.
I play all the games. Akeem was taking names. He was crushing it on the culture tags. I was sweating so much I needed some rags. Yep. We about to be up out this spot. Yo, I'm so high, I'm on top.
Yes.
Thank you.
Tank top. I'm so high, I'm on tank top.
Right. Tank top. Thank you, guys. Oh my goodness, this was a great episode. Here we go. We are playing our oop, no, the speaker's not on. Okay.
So needed. What a good laugh. Thank you all.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. It was such a pleasure having you on the show tonight. The JJ proverb was, if you can't dish it, you better wash the dishes. We are just so thankful to you all. Please subscribe to our YouTube page, y'all. We trying to get to 100. We're so close. We're at 83. We need to get our URL link. So please, we got to have 100 subscribers in order to do that. So please go subscribe to our YouTube page. This was a great episode despite the technical difficulties. See, the devil was trying to stop us from having so much fun. But
devil is in the dog, Cleo.
Shout out to Cleo the dog who traveled 57 miles to his old home. This has just been great. And with that, we are going to peace out. Bye. We got that